Holy crap! I have 500 subscribers. Huh, that's amazing to me. Honestly, I consider myself barely a retard, and the fact that I have more than 20 people that are remotely interested in anything I have to say astounds me. But I do my best to try to entertain. I'm always trying different things out. I try to do really bad impersonations. I try to do really bad dad jokes and comedy. I try to do serious videos where I impart what little knowledge I have about lifting onto other people in the hopes that maybe it'll be useful. Oh, YouTube. When I started this channel, it was because of the lockdown. You know, that thing that happened where they were like, hey, let's close all the gyms and small businesses and just allow people to congregate at Walmart. Because that makes sense. Yeah, that happened. And I found that I didn't have anyone to lift with anymore. So I did what everybody else did. I got online. I noticed all these small content creators, and some of them were making money and getting thousands of views and hundreds of thousands of views and millions of views. And I'll be honest with you, most of the big channels that I was looking at didn't seem super complicated. I mean, they were interesting enough, but they weren't groundbreaking. I saw this one kid. He was lifting sand weights in his backyard on a Walmart rack, and it was like 120 pounds, and he was a 14-year-old kid, and it had 2 million views. So I was like, well, if this guy got 2 million views, surely my mediocre lifts would probably do better than that, and I was wrong. Way wrong. So, you know what's funny? I actually focused on this kid's channel, and I watched all of his videos, and they were horrible. He literally just put a camera in the corner, hit play, and without commentary or anything, just proceeded to lift a really crappy, wider home gym set in his living room, and he got tons of views. I mean, no production value, no special effects, no text. Heck, he didn't even cut his videos down. He just hit play, and I was sure that I was going to be successful after watching that. Well, I became quickly disillusioned when I realized this thing was harder than I thought it would be. First obstacle to overcome was learning how to edit videos, and if you go back to some of my original ones, I have a hard time watching them, but I decided not to delete any of them because somebody told me that if you keep all your old stuff, no matter how ridiculous it looks, it shows progress, and it could be useful to somebody who is trying to start doing something that you become good at. And, it also shows how far you've come along. So I keep them on there with the hopes that, maybe it'll be beneficial to somebody. And that's really like the theme of my entire channel, is showing the progress I've made and the work I've put in. Well, here's the thing. YouTube's got this weird algorithm, and it really puts us in a box. If you've noticed, most of the small content creators have about 300 to 500 subscribers, and all of them know each other, or they're separated by maybe 1 or 2 users. And due to the way we comment or interact with each other, I'm not sure how it works, but it basically traps us in this box. And I've been trying to figure out a way to break out of this box because it's just not interesting. It's not interesting. The people that are awesome are awesome. The people that comment on my stuff and the people that I talk to on a regular basis, I love you guys. You guys have helped me immensely. As a matter of fact, I would even go so far as to say that you are responsible for the success I've had because you've been my training partner. But the ones who have not been helpful, and you know who you are the ones who just spread negativity and hate, I want to leave that behind. I don't want to be stuck in this box. It's not interesting to me. I don't care. I want to get bigger. Well, here's the good news. I've recently been talking with other content creators and other people that have successful channels, and they've imparted to me some things that I'm going to be trying out. My channel's been growing slowly but surely, but it has been growing consistently over the last couple of months. And I've gotten a really, really big boost out of this last competition I had, because now I am in the conversation of elite lifters, for my age and weight in the country in a respectable federation, I've gained access to some, we'll say, lifting celebrity, and I'm looking at possible sponsors, and I've been introduced to a possible path into growing my channel bigger than what it is now. And basically what it involves is branching out into other social media channels, such as Rumble, possibly TikTok. TikTok's the devil. I don't have it on my phone yet, but I'm seriously considering it. I'm looking at Rumble. I just started an Instagram. I'm back on Facebook. Instagram and Facebook kind of go hand in hand, but you get the idea. So the idea is you branch out, you start posting on other sites, you link them all together with hyperlinks so that one leads to the other, and it creates this kind of spider web in it. And what you're doing is now, instead of trickling in from just one platform, you're trickling in from a multitude of them. And the other thing they told me to do was to start reaching out to content creators that I like, and to start subscribing to the people that subscribe to them. And what that'll do is that will introduce other people that are outside of this algorithm we're all stuck in, and it'll possibly put the channel into a larger algorithmic group, one that kind of breaks away from this little box that we're all just like stuck in. So and also, unfortunately, it means lack of engagement to the negativity. All my comments, I'm going to try my best to make sure that they're all positive, even towards the ones that are negative to me. So it's either don't engage at all, or if you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. Like, along those lines. You know, if somebody criticizes me, I don't know if you've noticed, but I tend to just like double down on it. If someone says they don't like the way I look, I'll tell them how ugly I am, or, you know, if somebody says that my information's bad, I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. What do you expect? Things of that nature. You basically give the argument nowhere to go, and it satisfies that requirement. But the biggest thing is, they said that you really don't want to engage in any meaningful way with people that are going to detract from what you're trying to do, because the algorithm does tie you together. Honestly, it is over my head. But the biggest thing is reaching out, trying to get your message out there, and going on other social media sites, tying them all together. You get the general idea. The secondary mission that I want to accomplish is, if I am able to become successful in this endeavor, I want to bring the people that have supported me with me and show, give you guys what I get. So anything positive I get out of this, I'm going to do my best to pass it along. I have big things coming up. I have, like I said, I have possible sponsorships. I'm going to be competing on the largest powerlifting stage in the world. Some might argue the IPF is bigger than the IPL. Regardless, it's either the IPF or the IPL. Those are the two biggest worldwide federations, and I'm going to be competing on the largest stage in the world. And hopefully it's going to benefit me in a way that allows me to grow my channel. And if I can manage to snag a sponsor or two and help me pay for all of this, that would be awesome. Oh, and I'm really going to be focusing on my lifter shout-outs. I'm going to be scouring the internet for small content creators and just shouting out on their channels and trying to grow that way. So look out for that in the future, too.